Welcome, ladies, to Women in Business Inspiring Stories podcast. My name is Raimonda, and I'm the founder of the Women in Business community. And today I'm joined by Abbie Jane. Hi, Abbie.
Hi, Raimonda. How
are you?
I'm really, really good. Thank you for having me on this podcast. I'm so excited.
I'm so excited to have you here as well. So I want to do a little introduction of Abbie. So Abbie Jane is a life and mindset coach based in the UK. She helps women beat their limiting beliefs, overcome their blocks, and master their mindset so they can finally stop holding back and go after their goals in life and business. So Abbie, welcome to the podcast. Super excited to have you here today.
Thank you.
So super excited. Amazing. So I want to ask you, how did you begin in this coaching world? Let me know.
So I definitely kind of just stumbled into coaching. I remember one afternoon I was filling in a job application that I just was not into. I was sat there for ages trying to do this application, and it just dawned on me that it was just another job that I was applying for that I just didn't care about. And it got me on the internet, and I was Googling like careers and stuff, and I just kind of stumbled across coaching, and I was watching YouTube videos, and it just kind of instantly sparked this fire within me, and it's literally been every day since. That's all I can think about is coaching. And I just instantly knew it was something that was for me. So yeah, I kind of just came across it by accident.
I love that you're applying for jobs and like one day you just realize there is actually a career for me as well.
Yeah.
I'm excited. So how long you have been doing this for?
It's coming up to a year and a half now, I think. I started in May last year and we're in September now. So yeah, it's coming up to like a year and a half, I think.
Amazing. And I just want to know, how has it changed your life so far?
Oh my gosh, in the best way possible. It's given me so much confidence. Like, confidence is like the number one thing I would say. It's fired this drive within me. I'm just so driven, so motivated, which I was anyway, but it makes such a difference when it's something that you're so passionate about and so willing to push yourself towards. So I've the confidence, and it's connected me with so many amazing women, which I know I wouldn't have met if I didn't start this whole journey. So the confidence and the connections, it's just changed everything.
I love that. So what was the most difficult part actually about starting your own business?
So the most difficult part was actually just figuring out what the hell to do. I have zero business background, so it was very difficult at the start to know what was best to do. And then once I'd figured that part out, it was really difficult to not compare myself to the way more successful women that I was seeing on Instagram and Facebook and all these new women that had come into my life. And it's really easy to fall into the trap of comparing yourself online, but it's so important to just remember that you're at the part where you're at and somebody else may be ahead, but you can totally get there too. Like, don't compare yourself and don't think that you'll never get there, because you will, as long as you keep going. So don't compare yourself.
Yeah. So what were like the practical things that you had to do in terms of starting out your own business, other than obviously overcoming your mindset blocks and things?
Yeah, well, mindset blocks are huge. But I think they're an ongoing thing as well. Like, I think mindset is something that as business owners we are doing every day and forever. Mindset is something we need to keep on top of. But in terms of that, getting started, I got the support that I needed, and straight away I got myself a coach who really just helped me put together you know, my ideas and how I can coach women, how I can help women, you know, really pulled it out of me, the things that were needed at the very start. And, you know, I set up the Instagram page, I started doing my posts, started working on my branding and all things like that. And I guess at the start, it's really just reaching out for support to the people who are ahead of you, because they can show you the way. You know, don't think that you have to figure everything out on your own. Really just reach out. There's so much support you can get online, so much. So yeah, don't sit there thinking that no one's going to help you, because there's totally people out there who can.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, I loved seeing your journey. And, you know, we met at the very beginning of your sort of coaching business.
Yeah.
And it's just been really fantastic to see your journey and your growth over the time. And I know you were super brave when we invited you to speak at one of our events last year. And you stepped on that stage and very gracefully you shared your story with, you know, maybe 100 women that you've never met before. So I want to ask you, you know, let's be real. How was that experience for you?
That was crazy. And like you said, like me and you connected at the very start of my journey. I remember you shared one of my images on your own Instagram feed, and I was like, oh my God. Like, I was like amazed that someone had even shared one of my posts. And then, you know, as we got talking, and then it eventually led to you inviting me to speak at your event in London. It was just crazy. Like the build up to that event, I was like, oh my God, this is actually happening. And then on the day, it was just a beautiful venue, and all the women that I had, you know, only spoken to online, finally meeting them in person was so lovely. And then, you know, when I was being mic'd up, when that guy was attaching my mic, I was like, oh my God, this is finally happening. And it was incredible, because it's you know, when you start a business or when you go after a huge goal, when you are constantly being pushed to outside of your comfort zone and forced to grow, it's like, there's just no better feeling really, because you feel that fear inside of you, but you just know it's going to be the best thing ever, and you just go ahead and do it anyway. And speaking that day, it was incredible. I met so many amazing women, and again, it just helped my confidence, because I was able to stand there with a microphone in front of so many women and do it. And it's like, again, I just showed myself that I could do it. So it was amazing.
Yeah. Was it as scary as you had in your mind?
Do you know what? If you had asked me like 3 years ago, I would have said no straight away. I wouldn't have even considered it. But the point where you asked me, where I'd already grown so much from starting the business and grown my confidence already, at that point, it was just, and it was very scary, but I knew I had to do it, and I knew I could do it, which was the most important thing. Like, I knew I could.
Yeah, yeah. And I know you have, you know, your own rituals and daily things that you do, and you work on your mindset. Are there any tips that you can share with women who, you know, are feeling afraid or are feeling like imposter, or, you know, they're just afraid to take that next step, but there is an opportunity waiting for them? What would be the practical things that you were able to do with your mindset and yourself in order to, you know, help you get through those challenges or times when it felt really, really scary?
Do you know what? There's been so many times where it's just been something that's really scared me, like getting on video for the first time on my Insta stories, and my first live, and the talk in London. All those things were so scary to me. But the only thing I can really say is, if you're struggling to actually do it, because the best thing to do is to just do it. But if you're struggling to do that, break it down into smaller steps, and every time you reach a new step, every time you do whatever it is you're trying to do, you're getting closer and closer to actually just doing it anyway. So if you're scared to get on video, record yourself, but don't post it. You know, get comfortable with just recording yourself and watching it back. And then, you know, eventually you're going to get a video that you think, okay, I'll just post it. And then again, the more and more you do it, the more it's going to build your confidence, the more it's going to get you taking the steps that you need to. And then that's going to mean more opportunities come to you. You're just going to flourish as long as you can continue taking the actions, regardless of whether you're scared or not.
Yeah. And I see you pushing boundaries every day. Apart from speaking at events, what other times that you felt this is really, really scary, but I must do it?
Well, like I said, like video for me was really scary. So my first live video, no joke, I was shaking before I went live. I was like freaking out. And since then, I did a whole 5-day challenge, which was me going live every single day for 5 days. But that pressing live on that first day was so scary. But by the 5th day, it was like I was so comfortable, and you know, no one else knew that I was scared. So it was all in your, it's like all in your little head, isn't it? You build it up and you build it up, but to everybody else, you're just doing it, and that's like the best thing.
I know. And you must have been so proud to be able to overcome that.
Yes, so proud. And I think, you know, so often we'll hold ourselves back because we think we're not going to be good enough or could be successful yet. And you know, most of the time you're already doing things that make you successful. You're already doing things that are scary. So you might as well just go after the big scary goals and do it anyway.
I love it. I love your enthusiasm and just like, just do it, whatever how scary it is. But, you know, it's all in practice. As you say, you got to just take that step and then figure out, actually, maybe this isn't that scary as I thought, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So you have been part of the women in business community for quite a while, and I just want to find out what has been your experience and, you know, the biggest takeaways as being part of being a member of our community.
The community is just like the most supportive group of women ever. That's literally just the most amazing thing about this community. And like I said at the start, you know, a lot of people hold back because they think that they're in it alone, they've got no one to talk to. But this group of women is so supportive. The way that you can ask for help, people will reach out to you. You can talk to women, build these connections, and you know, it's not even just about business. Like anything that you're struggling with, this community can help you with, and this community can push you further than you thought you could go. It can help you with so many practical tips and just really help you grow your business and grow as a person as well. You know, since that talk, like that opportunity was huge for me, and I will hold that forever. Be forever grateful, because it's that community that helped me do that. So it's great.
That. What would you say to someone just starting out?
Take the action. take action. Do the thing. Take the first step. Even if you don't know where it's going to go, just take that first step and just keep going. keep going. And you know, be true to yourself. Stay true to your vision. Whatever it is that you want for your business, for your life, hold that vision and just keep working towards it every day. There's going to be challenges, there's going to be highs and lows, but just keep going and you will get there. Definitely just continue to take the action. That's so important. Take the action.
I know, and I see you showing up every single day, you know, on mini videos or on your Instagram account. Just how important is it to take not just action, but consistent action? How do you consistently show up and not lose the motivation?
You know, I won't lie, it does get hard sometimes, but I just like I said, I just stay true to my vision. Like, I know what I want to achieve. I know who I want to help. And I show that by showing up consistently every day for whoever's watching. You know, I don't know who's watching every day, but one day they might see my post and, you know, it might really speak to them. So I continue to show up every day. I stay true to my vision, and I just got to keep going. Just keep going.
I love that. So ladies, if you're listening to this podcast today, make sure you take action, because only with action you'll get clarity and you can, you know, consistently grow your confidence. So I think that has been some really valuable takeaways for our ladies today.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, ladies, you can achieve whatever you set your mind to. Just do it.
Just do it. Yes. So ladies, thank you so much for listening for today's podcast. And Abbie, I really appreciate you being our community member, and just keep showing up for yourself and keep sharing your inspiration, be inspiration to other women who, you know, wanting to start this journey, whether in business, in coaching, you know, and just get onto that path. So thank you so much for sharing your story today.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you. See you soon.
See you. Bye.